Good afternoon to all of you. I hope you are able to hear me. All right. So, as you know, today is a very special day. We'll be having business quiz and business related information we'll be discussing today. Okay. So, we have got some questions and we'll be discussing on those features and any other information related to that I'll share with you. Okay. So, every Wednesday there is a business quiz. And the next week we'll not be having any business quiz. No YouTube sessions next week. Next to next week, we'll be once again resuming with business quiz and CAT QA questions and current affairs quiz. All right. Okay. So let's start. So before I start, I urge all of you to like, share, and subscribe this channel, and then please don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get the further information of my further sessions. All right. Okay. So here we go. These are some information with respect to the new batches which are coming up. Just hold on. So, or just started 2nd October, 6th October, and 6th October, the batch. Right. So these two are today, and then this batch is already started. Okay. If you want to prepare for CAT 2021, so there is a chance for 2 months course. Top educators will teach you, and then you can get 10% off. Here you can use my code also, educator code. I'll show you the code. And if you want to join, you can use that. These are all plus subscription details. And these are all iconic subscription details. Iconic is 1-to-1 live doubt session, live concept discussion, and live mentorship sessions. Right? Every Sunday, there is a CAT combat happens. CAT combat is a scholarship test. This is a scholarship test every Sunday at 12 p.m. So you can write the test, and depending on your rank and score, you can get the scholarship as it is mentioned over here. All right. So here you go. Let's start. Okay. Are you ready? So what you can do is we can start with we can you can write the answer in the chat box, or you can write the options in the chat box. So here you go. So this is a very interesting data or interesting information. A startup is offering 3-day work in a week. Name the startup. So recently, a startup. Hi, Royal Queen. Hi, Kumari Ishita. How are you? Ishita, finding after a long time, I believe. Okay, so let's get into the question. The question is quite interesting. A startup company is offering 3-day work in a week. Name the startup. Yeah, very good. Royal Queen. Oh, that's quite interesting. So this is a very interesting one. Okay, Ishita. Fine. So Royal Queen has already, yes, very good. So slice is the answer. So the owner of this company is telling, Acha, you have just eliminated. Okay. Yes, of course. Royal Queen, that's a quite interesting way to look at. But I just put the startups, nothing else as such. Fine. So, Slice, the owner of the company is telling that this is the future of an employment process, where it says that the employees are not interested to stick to one company. So 3-day week he or she will work, and rest of the things for higher study or any other thing. So this will be a fixed income 3-day, and the rest of the things they can do any other thing. Fine. So that is how the the idea of the owner comes up, and then he went for that. Yes, Royal Queens apply there only. Acha, salary will be a little bit less than the industry. The news says this is around 80% of the salary, but no problem. You can do something else also. Okay, fine. So let's go to the next one. Ola has acquired a company recently. Name the company. Yes, Ishita, that's a good one. Can be Anacards. So Ola has acquired a company recently. Name the company. Kumari Ishita is telling option B, Easy Drive. Anyone else? You can write the answer in the chat box. Yes, yes, not sure. Right, all right. So actually, the options are widely spaced out, and yes. So I'll of course tell a little bit more than that. The name of the company is Geospoc, right? So this is basically these are all this company is we have all engineers over here, and this company is with geostationary geosatellite activities these companies are doing. So these companies actually engineers which are working on geosatellite locations and other things. So for Ola, this will be a very good opportunity, and Ola has acquired 100% of this company. So the whole acquired is done, and the engineers will be now working on behalf of Ola only. Okay. So a question related to Ola. Who is the founder of Ola? M. Sundaram, Sumit Tandon, Bhavish Agarwal, Ravi Goel. So any idea who is the owner, who is the founder? Yes, here. Yeah, that's a great acquisition actually because if you go for geostationary and satellite things and then engineers are working on that, so I think they'll be doing well. Yes, Ishita. Yes, founder is Indian. Means Ola means I'm talking about Ola cab over here. Yes, Royal right. Yeah, that's very good. So you people have done well. This is Bhavish Agarwal. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I just put one. Rest of the options are not there. Okay, good enough. Now, this question is related to the same thing. Geospoc is acquired by Ola, but Geospoc is based on in which city? This is based in which city? Yeah, Ishita, very good. All right, any other person? Kumar Ishita has given the answer. Yes, yes, definitely. But the cities are very big cities. Every city can be. All right, so the answer is Pune. Okay, so the company is based in Pune. All right. All right. Now, there's another interesting partnership happened or MOU is signed. MOU is Memorandum of Understanding. TVS Motors partners with which company to create electric two-wheeler charging infrastructure? So two-wheeler charging infrastructure, TVS Motors has partnered with a company. Fine. So what is that company? Yeah, Royal Queen, this is Pune. We have already done that. Okay. Now, next question. TVS Motors, all of you know, TVS Motors partners with which company to create electric two-wheeler charging infrastructure? Indian Oil, Tata Power, HPCL, and Reliance Power. Right, very good. Tata Power. Tata Power is the correct answer. This is Tata Power. All right. Option B. So your answer is Tata Power over here. Fine. Now let's move on to the next one. Question related to this only. Who is the CEO and MD of Tata Power? So any idea? You can write the answer in the chat box. Yes, Praveer. Praveer Sinha. Praveer Sinha is the yes option A. Praveer Sinha. Fine. Now let's talk about the other three people. Venu. Sudarshan Venu is the MD of TVS Motors. Do you know Rajesh Gopinathan? Rajesh Gopinathan is CEO of option C. Rajesh Gopinathan is CEO of TCS. Very good. Rajesh Gopinathan is CEO of TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and this gentleman, Mark Listosella. Mark Listosella, any idea? Tata Motors, right. Very good. So this is, yeah, former president, now it is CEO. Fine, because the CEO, the previous CEO was German, and this person has left for Germany. Fine, he wanted to go back to one place. Listosella is the recent CEO. I believe so. Yeah, I may be wrong. Right. Okay, so we'll check it out then. If I'm wrong in this case. Okay, now this data is very important. Why it is important, I'll tell you. Because Sun Pharma. Okay, okay. All right, Shita. Sun Pharma reported a net. Sun Pharma reported a net profit of how much in the quarter ended June 2021. Now, this data is important for a different reason. I'll tell you that. Yes, option B is the correct one. Ramu Kumar, very good. Option B is the correct one. 1,444.17 crore. Now, why it is important? Because in last year, 2020, the first quarter, this is the first quarter, right? So this quarter, they had a loss. Okay. So we can say that this year people are coming up. So and then business is coming up. Okay. All right. Now let's go to similar situation for Maruti Suzuki also. Maruti Suzuki reported a net profit of how much in the quarter ended in June 2021. So any idea? See, not required, Kumari Ishita, because it is a temporary one. Okay. But at times, see why it is important. Have I given this question? That's more important because in the previous year there was a there is a loss for these companies, or for many companies also there is a loss. So that is why this data is important. Okay. Now, whenever you appear for interview and other things, when this kind of situation is there, you should come up with this. And I believe you are aware that yeah, there is a loss last year, right? So what it was talking about is that, say for example, whenever you see now, as of now, there is a data that in service sector the business is growing, and then it is growing in such a way that more or less uh, means people are the companies are in profit, fine. Now I'm just giving you some more interesting data also, that Maruti Suzuki is in profit this quarter. Acha, so IMF IMF predicted that there will be around GDP growth of 6% worldwide. Right. So what happened is there are certain countries who have come up well. Say, I think the crucial is USA and China. So they are doing more or less okay. Italy and European some countries are doing well, but most of the countries are not came up, right. So that is why the 6% worldwide GDP growth rate is also will be IMF is predicted, but it will be less. Okay. So here the data is important because with respect to previous year, this is this is a very uh, important feature for the company. So 441 crore is the profit over here. Okay, so we'll have more questions. So stay tuned over here. 480 crore. I believe I got. I have taken from Times of India. I believe. So Times of India says 441 crore. Maybe different. We need to check that. Okay. Yeah, so 440.8 crores, so 441 crore. All right. So that's correct. 441 crore. 440.8 will be a more correct one. So I have not taken the decimal. Fine. Anyway, now the next one, it's quite into the news. Decision of closure of an airport for 15 days for recarpeting the runway is in news as it is not welcomed by airlines companies. The airport is of which city? So this 15 days is from Dashera to Diwali. So from Dashera to Diwali, this airport is shut down for recarpeting. Government has taken a decision. So this airport is in which city? And why it is in news? Because The airlines companies are telling that this is a very the business is coming up, and this is a very peak season where people do move. And here, if there is a shutdown, then there will be definitely a hit in the business. So, any idea? So, this is Pune. All right. So, this is airport at Pune. So, Pune is a very important city. So, there the business will be hampered. So, what airlines companies have requested the government to reconsider the window from Dashera to Diwali is the window, so they wanted that. Yeah, this is Pune. Very good. Okay, so why it is? It should be Kolkata. As a Kolkata runway is bad or what? Dashera to Diwali, it's a big time for the country for doing business actually, right? Acha, anyway, stay tuned. I'll have some more information and I'll come back with the questions, right? So far, if you have liked the session, so please like, share, and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon. Yes, yes, Ishita. So this time, it may not be that big because there are a lot of restrictions due to COVID. But anyway, people do go. Okay, so these are details of my YouTube sessions. So previous year CAT questions. So CAT is knocking at the door. Next month will be a CAT. So previous year CAT QA questions I'm discussing. The timing is same, 12:30, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Business quiz is there in every Wednesday, and current affairs will be there in every Friday. Business quiz and current affairs will continue. So next week it will not be there. Fine. So we'll continue because these two are very crucial with respect to your non-CAT examination. In all examination other than CAT, they ask current affairs as well as for interview. It is very much important. So these are all some special classes from my side at Unacademy. So these are all different plus classes. And if you want to take subscription, you can use my code and take a maximum of 10% discount. PRAY10. So that's the code. All right. So let's come to the next question. Ex Tesla CIOs take care valued at over $3.5 billion. Who is the founder of Take Care? No, Ashita, I don't take GK class. I take maths, LRDI, right? Of course, PDP also I'll be taking. Yeah, YouTube I'm taking. Only on free YouTube. Yes, Ishita, absolutely correct. This is Jai Vijayan. Jai Vijayan is the name of the gentleman. Biocon chief is in news recently, of course, for something bad. What is the name of the chief? Name the chief. This is for some problem, some leaking or something is there. But anyway, so that's a separate issue. Yes, absolutely correct. Pandora Papers. So who is the chief of Biocon? Yes, Kumari Ishita is absolutely correct. It is Kiran Majumdar Shah. All right, so let's go to the next one. There is a huge crisis. Maruti Suzuki will produce less number of cars in October due to some crisis. The crisis is about shortage of supply of. So this crisis has come up very strongly now. So any idea of the crisis? Not only Maruti Suzuki, there are other companies who will be also producing less. So because of shortage of some issues over here, something is happening. So any idea? Anything which is coming in mind? Or if you look at the options, anything? So this crisis is very important and it's going on. Okay, so this is for the chips. So they use chips, option B. Option B is the correct one. Yeah. This is the chips. There is a shortfall of chips because of two reasons. Because of pandemic. Yeah. Because of pandemic, there are two types of things happen. One is the production of chips was hampered, as well as the supply chain of the chips also hampered. So supply chain also hampered over there because of pandemic, and that is why there is a problem with respect to chips. Fine. Now, next question is a very important question because this issue is one of the biggest thing that this government is going to do. Air India disinvestment. So Air India disinvestment is because this is a loss making company. Fine. So which companies went for the bid? Fine. So actually, which companies went for the bid? Okay, Tata Sons you're talking about. See, government tried in 2018, but there was no bidder. Now there are bidders. So basically, there are. So this is a very crucial one because Nana loss making for a long time. So it's around 3,400 crore rupees loss, and because of this pandemic, around 2,000 crore rupees loss. Right. So anyway, so government is actually in the process. It is almost done, and I believe. So these are the two companies. Yes, Kumar Shakir. See, these are the two companies. I asked which companies went for the bid. Only two companies, SpiceJet and Tata Sons. So Tata Sons applied as a group, as a company. SpiceJet owner Ajay Singh, uh, he went as an individual. He just went for a bid as an individual. Right. Okay. All right. Fine. So that's very much, very well. So uh, that's all for today. Thank you very much for attending the session. And if you are liking the session, so please write in the chat box so that it can motivate me, or write any comment in the chat box so that I can improve my sessions. Okay. Right. And then tomorrow will be CAT QA questions to be discussed. So you can attend that. 12:30 is the time, and Friday will be current affairs. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for attending the session. Chalo, bye bye.